Hi there, you're welcome to Budget TV Online, #1 TV blog for the latest in news, sports, entertainment, business, gist, lifestyle, and many more. Stay tuned.
Your name, your position, sir.
My name is Imam Abu Sufyan Ushe, Chairman, Council of Imams, Bayelsa State.
So today is Salah Day. So what is the significance of the day to the Muslims?
Yeah, today is a very remarkable day in the history of Islam. A very remarkable day in the heaven and on earth, because it's already divine that yes, Muslims are commemorating what was left behind by Ibrahim, the father of faith. May Allah be pleased with him. So that singular gesture from Ibrahim to appease his Lord, that is what the Prophet Muhammad called Manasik al-Hajj. And that Manasik al-Hajj is the way to perform the rites of Hajj, because it has come to its peak. That is today. Yesterday was the Arafah day, and today is the day of Nahar. What is the day of Nahar? The day of sacrifice. That is why Muslims all over the world are sacrificing. So, as Allah said in the Holy Quran, لا تنال الله لحومها ولا دماؤها ولكن ينالها التقوى منكم. That God is not interested in its meat, neither in its blood, but is very much interested in your faith and piety towards you, the sacrificing that you are making. So you find out that yes, it is indeed the meat is for us, but that faith alone is what God is requiring from us, His own servants. And that is why we are asking our brothers that from the beginning, after celebration, people should start preparing to see how they can come together in order to source for money. 100 naira times 356 days is a lot of money. It would aid you to do something. So, but when once you keep quiet on religious obligations, definitely it will affect you. It looks like you are not serious. And that is why the Islam is saying, one of the traditions is saying that man lahu sa'a wa lam yudah fala yakurabanna musallana. So man kana lahu sa'a, anybody who has a means and he refuses to sacrifice, he should not near our praying ground. And in another narration, it's also saying that anybody who has the means and he refuses to sacrifice, if he likes, let him die as a Jew or he dies as an unbeliever. That means that person has actually derailed from the path, because God has actually given you, but you do not want to do in his own way that he has actually instructed. So that is why we're asking Muslims, because it's a clarion call to Muslims that they should come out in order to commemorate this beautiful practice from Ibrahim alayhi salam that was transferred to Prophet Muhammad and back to this community. So in essence of this day is for us, as we have started doing that, to sacrifice, is for Muslims to actually show love to one another. It's for Muslims again to retrace their steps, thereby following the practice of Ibrahim. He was a very peaceful person. Thereby following that one of Prophet Muhammad, he was also a very peaceful person, because the religion is complete peace and the Muslims are the peaceful ones. So let us always do the needful by abiding by the Quran and the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. So these are the things we are asking people to live well with their neighbors, irrespective of their background. Your color, your race, your language should not be a barrier to anybody. God have done all these things so that we should be able to know ourselves, not to despise one another. As he said in Quran, chapter 49, Ya ayyuhan nasu, inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa, wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qaba'ila lita'arafu, inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. O mankind, we have made you into males, we have created you into males and females. And we have made you into nations and tribes. Nations and tribes. So that you will be able to know one another, not to despise one another. So, but you find out the origin of human being. We are just from a single father. But today, some of us are black, some of us are white, some of us are yellow, some of us are red. So God didn't make mistake. He said if he had willed, he would have made the entire human race a particular community. So, but he had wished also that yes, let me create you people into nations and tribes so that you know one another. But today, having come from one singular parent, you see us fighting ourselves today. You see us creating problems within ourselves. And that is the step we're asking people to retrace where they come from. So that we see each other as brother, we see each other as sister. It will make us to mutually coexist. Where peace, total peace, will actually reign in our domain. So these issues of banditry and the likes of it, let the government endeavor to see how they can engage the youth. When once you engage them, issues of banditry, kidnapping, and armed robbery, they will not be there. But you see, when they are in power, they have forgotten the masses. So when the masses are not being carried along, that is why you see the country like this. So let the government do more, especially to see how they can inform the youth, so that some of these social vices can actually be stemmed down. I think it will be better for us. So we wish our brothers and sisters out there a very peaceful Eid al-Kabir celebration, and we wish that God will continue to see us through and bless the government of Bayelsa State, because the Excellency, the miracle governor, has actually shown appreciation to Muslim community. So we are indeed very grateful to him. So we continue to pray for him, for God's guidance and protection as he continues to steer this ship to the promised land. May God assist him to be there. We equally pray for Mr. President so that he can succeed. If he succeeds, all of us will succeed. But if he fails, the entire nation will fail. So may God see us too.
So talking about sacrifice and peace, and appreciating the governor too.
Yeah.
There are complaints about the largesse the governor gave to the Muslim community. There are some stakeholders are bitterly complaining of not being carried along. Some other persons are saying that they weren't even aware they got the information from the grapevine. So as a critical stakeholder in the Muslim community, what's your take on that?
No, I think that is an overfast statement. If somebody is saying that he's not aware, the imams are the head of this community. You have the chairman of Spring Council for Islamic Affairs, Bayelsa State Chapter. You have me as a chairman of the Council of Imams. So whatever information that comes, that Imam tell your people, the message quickly goes to the heads of the community. So when once your head is here, you are there. So you must not, as a follower, be represented when you are not supposed to be there. That is not an issue, because you have a leader, and that leadership must be followed. And this is where sometimes in Africa we get certain things wrong. So if I'm representing you as your leader, you should have faith in me. And that was what the SA religion did yesterday. As soon as the governor handed over to him, he was able to, Imam, please call your people, Chairman, call your people. He invited everybody, and openly he did what he did. He killed 2 cows yesterday and shared to Muslim community. The rest rounds, he now gave it to the stakeholders. So that the symbolic sacrifice will be done today. And that was actually what took shape. So somebody is saying that he was not carried along, which we know the background the person is coming from. So at least the SA have done his part by doing everything openly without hiding anything. So he did very well. So that is what we have been doing. So when we are human beings, all of us cannot be correct. And that is why when we see this other way, we look at them and see how we touch them to come down, so that all those ones will not be going. But we know everybody was represented because the heads were there. There was no head that was not represented. As far as this community is concerned, the chairman was there, the second chairman, myself, I was also there, then the Sarki Osama was there, Yoruba community was there, Hausa community was there, Igbo community was there. So which other community are they talking about?
In what area?
We have been, acting on the state government to see how they step up. I believe a board was just inaugurated for the Christian community. So the ecumenical center, I think they have a board to run the place quite well. So just of recent, the government of Bayelsa State inaugurated that board. So the same way and manner, because what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So these are the two major religions in Nigeria. So as you are doing this for this Mr. A, it should also be replicated to Mr. B. You understand? So that is what we are wishing, that the state government also could as well give us a befitting central mosque in Bayelsa State, where we are also going to have our board to run it as our counterpart is also running their own, so that there will be a balance, because we believe he is an egalitarian governor. So being an egalitarian governor, as an oath of office has sworn, so everybody must be carried along, and that is area we want the government to kill. Then secondly, the issues of renovations of some of the central mosques in the state are actually seriously begging for help. So we also actually want the government also to come in and see how they can also assist the Muslim community, because from our mosques down in Negua to Igbogene, we have not seen government presence in a singular mosque in Bayelsa State. That's the naked truth. So we have been on our own all along, so at least government should come in order to do one thing or the other.
Thank you.
Thank you.